Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Sorry about the other stream. I'm not sure what happened, but I wasn't able to go live with that. So I'm hoping that you all are able to hop on over here. So welcome to the channel. Welcome to new subscribers. I'm not sure where you guys are coming from, but I'm really happy to see you guys. Hi, Lori. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some housekeeping done first. Hi, Bruna, while you guys are hopping in. So first thing is I am getting up to date with the readings. I should be up to date by tomorrow. So if you want a personal reading with me, feel free to book now. I also offer divine partnership coaching, mentorship, and mediumship. I'm also excited to say that my website is, hi Hannah, my website is now getting fully updated. I still have some tweaks to do, but we have getting the mediumship service up there. We also have a place for love exchanges where I list out the decks that I use, some links of recommended practitioners and healers that I favor and am friends with. And if you want to support me as well, there are ways that you can do that also in the description box of all of my videos, including the Patreon. So if you'd like to become a Patreon subscriber, not only are you supporting me and this channel, but you get a ton of bonus content, exclusive readings, extended readings. We do live chats twice a month where I'll channel specific messages for you guys if you have questions. I'll do some mini reads for you guys. So if you want to be a Patreon subscriber for $11.11 a month, you'll get all that content. So we're going to be really amping up all the content over there on the Patreon as well. So, okay, here's what's going on. Today we're going to be doing the Yin Energies update. There is a lot of energy moving through me right now. I had, if you guys watched the testimonial video I did for my friend Kelly for Atlantean Healing, I had a session with her on Friday, and it uncovered a huge past life block for me that I've been having visions about for the past year. And it was really big. It was big for me. It was big for my divine counterpart. And I'm integrating all that energy. Yesterday, I felt I had some wobbles. Yesterday was a little bit of a tough day for me. Reaching out triggered my own stuff. Moved through that. I was working through a little bit of that this morning as well. And then all of a sudden, I had this big epiphany for my own healing. And this block that has been between me and my divine counterpart, but also for me in my own life, that has been just following us. And so after this video, I am going to dive deep into that healing and just uncover it and unblock it. And I'm looking forward to that. So it's a big one. It's a big one. So I have a ton of energy moving through me right now. It is also the 999 portal, which is all about old endings, new beginnings, closing out karmic cycles, just manifesting for your future as well. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on today. And if I didn't believe in divine timing before now, because the fact that I had that epiphany, it's going to be a big breakthrough for me today. That feels huge. That feels big. So how are you guys doing? How is the energy? How was your weekend? We had a weekend update that was pretty fascinating. The reading was pretty fascinating, I thought. So how was your weekend? How's the energy? How are you feeling, especially today? I'm going to get some shuffling going because we're going to get started on the reading. We have the full moon in Pisces coming up at the end of the week as well. So starting to integrate that energy. So we have the portal energy today, and then we're starting to integrate the full moon energy as well. So that's going to be, it's an interesting time. It's a really interesting time that we're in right now. I've never been so excited to do healing before, you guys. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to cry. I'm pretty sure I'm going to cry, but this feels like it. It feels like a big block, and I'm really excited to unearth it and just dive deep and explore it. And, just bring it up to the surface and just clear it, get it out, just get it out. All right, what we're going to do, I'm going to use the Moonology deck first. I don't know why I was called to that, just to get some overall energies and see what's going on with these divine partners. And then we'll move to the tarot. There's a slow weekend of the past bubbling up today, but I got a burst of energy and knowing. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of how I felt. Like I had some small trickles of like I wouldn't even call it fear. I just call it like pinpricks. That's what I call it. Just pinpricks of like pain, with regards to where me and my divine counterpart are and how things unfolded for us and just exploded. But now it's like I don't know. Like you guys, I had some fear this morning. I had some working around letting go, but now I'm just like if I cry, like, it's not in a negative thing. If I cry, it's because I'm so full of love right now for life, for you guys, for my divine masculine. Like, I'm so full of love, like, in this place of love. It's ridiculous. So if I cry, like, just bear with me. It's coming from a good place. I wish I could show you the heart cloud above the sunrise yesterday. And then a cloud formed a wand. My energy is on fire and tired at the same time. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that sounds beautiful. That sounds really beautiful. There's so much magic in nature, so much that our guides want to show us, and they show us through nature, which is so nice. It's really beautiful. That's wonderful. How did you feel about that? How did you feel after that? Okay, this is interesting because it's full moon and it's not any particular full moon. It just says full moon, and it says surrender to the divine. So where are we not surrendering? Where are we still resisting? Where are we still trying to hold on to control? I'm hearing, where are we holding on to the past? Where are we holding on to past pain? Where are we still resisting not only this connection, but healing and growth? Surrender. Surrender your faith, surrender your trust, surrender it all to the divine. That's nice. This full moon, the energy that I'm getting from this full moon that's coming up, it's going to be big emotionally. They're telling me it's Pisces, and Pisces is a water energy, and it's very emotionally charged, but in a positive direction, in a positive way for forward momentum, forward movement. And the energy around this full moon, especially for divine counterparts, they're telling me, is going to be big as far as reconciliations of the self, reconciliations within the physical, reconciliations with your divine counterpart as well, but also within the self. So it's really about integrating the energies, integrating what you have learned, what you know. Self mastery is the word. Integrating what you have learned, because remember, we are really closing out that cycle. Really, we have walked through that doorway. We are closing the door. They've locked the door. It's forward momentum. It's forward movement. It's transformation. You have transformed to the point where you cannot go back, even if you wanted to. That is what I mean. You have that free will. You have that choice where you can ignore everything that you've learned, but do you really want to? You've reached this point in your own evolution where you can't really go back to sleep because it's they're telling me you know too much. You know too much, but in a way of you don't want to go back to sleep, in a way that you don't want to depart from the wisdom that you've gained, the self mastery that you've gained, the balance within yourself, the peace and the harmony that you have gained. And so what they're saying with the full moon is this is it's not a feeling of a closing of a cycle like full moons usually are. It feels like it's something new beginning, but they're asking you to surrender. They're asking you to fully surrender to this journey. I'm hearing the word commitment, like commit to yourself, commit to this journey, commit to your own transformation and soul growth, and just keep having faith. Come back to that place of faith. Come back to that place of knowing. Come back to that place of belief. It's pure letting go of the control, letting go of the need, letting go of the longing, letting go of the attachment to outcomes, to expectations, to the old paradigm, the old way of thinking, the old beliefs and stories that you used to tell. Even around this connection, the stories that you told yourself around this connection, I'm hearing, really come to a place of surrender and flow. Take action when action is called for, but really come to a place of flow and surrender within yourself. And the way you do that is stepping into the present moment, really anchoring into that present moment. Be in the here and be in the now. They're showing me the crown chakra here as well. Guys, take a listen to the daily energy draw if you haven't already, because it was really interesting what they were talking about with the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy, because they were talking about connection, connecting to the higher as well. But they're showing me all the purple and like the violet and stuff here, and they're pointing to surrender to the connection, but the connection between yourself and the divine, the connection between yourself and the higher realms. Don't resist that. So some of you, it's kind of piggybacking off of that daily energy draw energy. Some of you may be opening up your brow and crown chakras even more, where you might actually be connecting more or up leveling in your abilities, in your gifts. And remember, everybody has these intuitive gifts. It morphed into a butterfly. Lori, that sounds amazing. That sounds like that sounds like a miracle. Like that sounds magical. That sounds really beautiful. Okay. We're going to get to the tarot, and let me figure out what deck to use. See what's going on between these counterparts. I'm being called to this one. Yeah. The energy from the weekend update, I feel like even though it was the weekend update, I feel like that energy is going to be kind of morphing or residual within this week. So if you haven't watched that or listened to that, really do give that a listen, because it was really telling a story about where we are and where we're going. And it was really interesting. I can't remember all of it right now, but it was really interesting about what's going on between the counterparts. So definitely give that a listen, because I feel like, especially for the first part of this week, they're calling me to it. I feel like some of that energy is going to be residual. Your senses are heightened. Yeah. Yeah, with this portal as well. You might be more connected or feel more connected, especially in dream state. You might be having more vivid dreams, doing healing in dream state, seeing signs, synchronicities, having downloads, epiphanies, aha moments, things like that. But yeah, tap into that, because that is what they're telling me, is that's your power. Your connection to the divine, your connection to source is your power. And everybody has that connection. It's all about tapping into your heart space. It's all about tapping into your intuition. So let that be your guide, especially if you are moving through emotions, especially as we approach this full moon. As you're moving through emotions, allow your intuition and your gifts, your abilities to be your guide. And what I was getting with the daily energy draw as well is the divine masculines. It could be your divine masculine energy within you, divine feminines, but the divine masculines too are experiencing phenomena. They're having vivid dreams or downloads or seeing the signs and synchronicities, but in a new way. It's not just, oh, I'm seeing numbers here and I'm understanding what the numbers mean, or, oh, why did that song pop into my head? But they're seeing and experiencing their gifts. They're really opening up their crown chakra as well, and connecting, as well as feeling into their intuition, as well as opening up their third eye and understanding their gifts, but understanding it on a new level. They may have understood on a conscious level, but now that they're in their emotions, now that that floodgate had opened, they're really experiencing things on an emotionally intuitive level, is what they're giving me, an emotionally intuitive level. So this is different from their logic mind. This is different from, I'm receiving a download, let me analyze it and think about what it means. This is, let me feel through it. So it's different. It's a different way that they're opening up. And it's because the energies, the masculine and feminine energies, are becoming more balanced. So that's really nice to see that. And divine masculine, they might have different gifts than their divine feminine. It's not going to look the same, but that's where the yin and the yang energy comes in. That's where the balance comes in, because you balance each other out. you tend to different parts of the same garden. You have the same soul garden, the same heart garden, but you tend to different parts of it. And that's where the balance comes out. For example, my divine masculine is very earth based, I should say. I don't know how to explain it, but he does a lot of hands on energy healing, whereas my gifts are really more intuitive, empathic, and channeling. But he does a lot of hands on healing and earth based, like growing things, growing plants, and things like that. So different parts, similar gifts, but different parts of the same garden. And that's where you guys come together as this power couple, as this formidable pair. And they are just starting to understand that. They're just starting to wake up to that and understand how they can use their gifts to the benefit of all, and not just use their gifts to benefit of all, but in partnership with you. They're starting to understand that. So that was a really nice download that I just got. That was really nice to hear. I know he's dreaming too. I think he's waking up. Yeah. Yeah. And it's a process. Remember what it was like for you to wake up. It is a process of discovery, of self discovery. And, even if they were conscious before, even if they were spiritually awakened before, this is a different level because you're always up leveling. I had my first awakening maybe 10 years ago, but ascension is a different ballgame. It's a completely different ballgame. It's an accelerated course. And so with the divine masculines, especially divine feminines, we've had some time to integrate and really understand this journey. Divine masculines, it's like they're going from kindergarten to college, all in like a truncated time stream. So it's a little bit more difficult for them. So just hold space for them and compassion for them as they're going through their awakening process, because it might feel really difficult. And those who haven't been conscious or haven't been awakened before, they might feel out of sorts. They might feel like they've entered a new world, and it might feel like completely off balance for them. So you can balance those energies within yourself and help them by balancing the energies within yourself. Cool. All right. Let's see. Let's get a spread of 6. Let's see what's going on with these divine counterparts, Spirit. Spirit, what's going on with these divine counterparts? What do you have to tell us today? What's going on with these divine counterparts? All right, let me get 2 more and then I'll talk about this one. Can you clarify, please, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah. One more. One more, please. So it's really, and there she is. It's really, actually, let me get the rest of them. It's really interesting. It's really interesting the decks that I'm called to use for the imagery that's there. Okay, that's good. I like to see that. This could actually be for either energy. I'm not picking up on specifics yet. That's nice. We have 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Wishes are being fulfilled. This is that forward momentum energy. This is that magic energy of September. There's something about this September. We were getting that energy for August, but something delayed in August. There was something about August that there was a delay within the collective where it was like almost like the energy pulled back. But moving into September, this is that forward momentum going into autumn, going into the fall months, especially if you're in the northern hemisphere, or spring if you're in the southern. But this is that forward momentum where the harvest is coming. Your abundance is coming. Your wishes, that the seeds that you had planted are now sprouting and showing the fruits of your work, of your healing work. So that's this 9 of Cups energy. Those cups being filled up. Starting to be filled up. It's not the 10 of Cups yet, but it's here. Oh, 9. 9. Yep. 999. And it's a September month. September is the 9th. Oh, yeah, I got chills from that. It never ceases to amaze me, this stuff. It never ceases to amaze me. Okay, the first row that came out was the Five of Cups, and I'm going to spend a minute and talk about this first. What came out afterwards is we have the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands, but I'm going to talk about this first because it's very interesting energy here. So, okay. It's interesting. So I don't have my glasses on. You guys, I wear glasses and I don't have my glasses on. So things, when they're far away, things don't always look the way they are up close, which is which is a lesson, right? It's a lesson. Things are not as they appear to be, especially when we're talking about 3D and 5D and all of that, the external versus the internal. So I want to point this out. When this was on here and I was looking at the card, we have the Five of Cups here. It's an energy of remorse. It's an energy of regret. When I was looking at this card, you see this in the background? That looked like a plume of smoke to me. And the energy that I was getting from that was the storm is passing, and this is the destruction that was left in its wake. So it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence the stuff that happens, the downloads that I get. It looks like it's supposed to be a rock or something, but to my non-glasses wearing eyes, it looked like a plume of smoke. And what they were telling me was, this is a tower that fell. In the weekend reading, again, it was very powerful, that reading. There was something very interesting about that, something very fascinating about the story they were telling there. There was a tower moment. There was going to be a tower that fell. And that tower was, we had been channeling for the past few readings, was going to shift the perception for both the divine feminines and the divine masculines. Because remember, your guys are side by side. You're doing this together now. You're really mirroring each other. So there was a shift in perception. Especially for the divine masculines, though, especially around this connection. So the tower fell, whatever that was, the tower fell, shook them up. A tower, remember, is also a breakthrough, it's also an epiphany, but I'm getting clear eyes. So it's no wonder I'm talking about not having my glasses on, because it's like they're seeing for the first time with 2020 vision. It's like they're seeing for the first time with clear eyes, with a clear mind, that crown chakra being clear, that third eye being cleared. So they're seeing things from that new perception, and they're looking at the destruction that their actions had caused. Now, remember, their actions are not them. Their actions and their behaviors are their actions, but that is not them. And when you are in a place with your divine masculine where you are feeling that love, with true divine counterparts, it's always that undercurrent of love. You understand that it's not the actions, it's not the behaviors. I'm sorry, it is the actions, it is the behaviors, but it's not them. You see the soul of them, you see the heart of them, and you, as their divine counterpart, can set aside the actions and the behaviors, separate that from who they are. That doesn't mean that their behaviors and their actions don't cause pain. It doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean that you need to tolerate that. But you always tend to come back to that place of love and forgiveness and harmony within the connection, because you're able to see the truth of who they are, and that the pain that they're causing is pain that is either reflected within you or that they're projecting from themselves. So what's happening now, the energy that I'm getting is there's that destruction, that smoke in the background, which is a rock, but they're showing it to me as smoke in the background. And they're in this place of solitude. They're in this place of going into hermit mode, into reflection, because they're seeing all of these spilled cups here. And yeah, they're seeing all these spilled cups here. They're seeing the destruction, the pain that they have caused. What they're not seeing are the two cups that are still standing. This is the love, that undercurrent of love that we just talked about, that love that still exists between you two, that always exists between you two. And what's interesting is the last card in the 6-card spread is the Two of Cups. They're feeling this. They're feeling remorse. They're feeling guilt. They're feeling shame. They're feeling regret over their past, but also the past, how their past has influenced your connection. They're not seeing the Two of Cups just yet, but they will, because this is causing them to shift their perception and really see for the first time what this connection means to them. Now, we also have the Page of Swords. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. No, they want me to go to the clarifier. So we have the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands in this top row, and then beneath it, I pulled another set of three. We have the Six of Swords, Justice, and the Two of Cups, and they're saying this is clarifying. So we have this is that moving on to calmer waters. This is that energy of they weren't seeing it. All they were seeing was stuck in that energy of remorse, stuck in that energy of regret. But this is that shift in perception. Now things are calmer after the storm and they're moving forward. They're trying to move forward into calmer waters. They want calmer waters with you. And they're getting clarity. Swords being an energy of mental state, they're having more clarity now about this connection, about this Two of Cups connection, and about how their actions and their own pain has contributed to this connection, and they're wanting to bring peace and balance now to this connection. With the Page of Swords here, with the Justice card underneath, this is them wanting to communicate and bring this connection back into harmony, bring this connection back into balance, because they want that for themselves as well. They want to, hearing the words make amends, they want to make amends with you, but they want that balance within themselves, and they want to express themselves. They want to communicate. Now, it feels with the page here, it feels a little bit naive yet. It feels a little bit young yet, a little bit immature. But that's because I'm hearing they're at the beginning stages of their journey. With that shift in perception, they're at the very beginning now. It's like they just had that shift in perception. And so now they're trying to figure out, how do I come forward and express what I need to express? And that's where they're not the king. They're the page. So that's where that young energy is coming in. It's like they just woke up and now they're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I need to talk about this. I need to express this. I need to bring this into balance. It's an eager, enthusiastic energy, but very young, very naive, not quite ready yet. So have compassion. You might be receiving communication from your counterparts, and it will be sincere, it will be truthful, it will be authentic, but it might not be from a very grounded place, is what I'm getting. So because they are just having that shift in perception, and they're still, also what I'm hearing is they're still moving through this pain, still moving through their feelings and emotions and their regret, their guilt. They're still healing from this, from the tower that fell, from that shift in perception. So take the communication as it comes, and allow it from a place of compassion and love. But it does feel a little bit not as balanced, not as it just feels eager. It feels almost over eager. So however it comes to you, understand that this is what's happening for them. They are wanting to bring justice to the situation. They are wanting to balance out this connection, but their communication may be a little bit. The term immature is coming to me, but I don't mean it immature or naive as in a negative space. It's just an over eagerness. It's just an enthusiasm because they are just coming out of this painful energy, or they're still in this painful energy and they're working through it and communicating with you as they're working through it. So take that as it resonates, for your situation. Then we have the Queen of Wands with the Two of Cups. And this is taking action. This is having the confidence and the self-worth, I'm also hearing, to take action. Feeling a lot of passion. There's a lot of sexual energy in here as well. Opening up to that passion, opening up to their emotions, opening up their sacral chakra to this sexual connection as well. Now remember, this connection is not just sexual. It's not just physical. It's not just mental or emotional. It's also a spiritual connection. This connection, this divine partnership, encompasses all of that. That is this Two of Cups energy. It's not just soulmate. It is deep, divine, pure love that encompasses all these different layers of love within this one connection. And so they're feeling that, and it's giving them this newfound sense of clarity, this newfound sense of perception, this illumination that they've received, is helping them to gain the confidence and the self-worth to step forward and take action to bring this connection into balance and to offer their cup of love to you. Okay. Whew. I told you there's a lot of energy moving through me right now. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more messages. I want to see if there's anything else from this spread here. Okay, Let's get some more messages. Actually, I'm going to use a different deck. This is that forward momentum energy. Like this, it feels like the sun breaking through the clouds. That's the energy that I'm getting. The sun breaking through the clouds on a very gray, dismal, cloudy day. That's that tower. That's that storm that you guys went through. That's what you've gone through for the past few months, for the past few years, however long you've been on this journey. That's the healing work that you've done. You have helped to bring in the sun. You have helped to clear the way. You have helped this illumination. You've helped your divine masculine understand not only this connection, but themselves in a way that they hadn't understood this connection or themselves before. And so now they're just moving through their emotions. You as well, divine feminines, take it as it resonates for you as well. But they are really wanting to, they're really seeing, I just keep getting the word destruction, the destruction that was left in their wake, and wanting to heal that and wanting to balance that. And also understanding that this connection also brings about forgiveness, because that is this love. There's always forgiveness there as well. But that doesn't mean that they shouldn't be acknowledging the actions. It's being able to separate the person from the actions and loving them, but also taking accountability for the actions. Because look at this Two of Cups. Look how beautiful that is. Look at them holding their hands and like toasting one another. That's beautiful. That is true divine partnership. And it's very interesting. They're pointing me to the clothes that they're wearing. The divine feminine is in all blue, which is representative of the throat chakra. So communicating, really being open to communication. The divine masculine is in all green, which is indicative of the heart chakra. His emotions are there. He's feeling the emotions. He's feeling the flood of the emotions. And both of you holding hands, what they're giving me is a transference of that energy. The open flow of love and communication between you two now. Almost like the divine feminine is lighting the way for that communication to come in, and the divine masculine is in his heart space where he is gaining the strength from the divine feminine to be able to communicate. That's really beautiful. That's nice. All right, what else we got? I'm going to try to do a live stream on Wednesday night as well, but I'm not sure yet. So keep an eye out on the page. Also keep an eye out on our social media, and I will let you guys know the day of. It all depends on my energy and what's going on and how I'm feeling. That's too many cards. I'm not taking all that. I'm taking half the deck. Come on. Come on. Okay. King of Pentacles. Very grounded energy. They're pointing me to the harvest. You see the fruit there? Remember when I said the seed was planted through your hard work, through your healing work? The seed was planted, and now everything is coming to harvest. You see all the grapes there, all the fruit? This is very abundant. This is a very grounded energy, very stable energy, but also abundant energy. And I feel like you guys are going to be sharing in this abundance. This is beautiful energy, being the King of Pentacles. And I feel like that's both of you. Both of you are in this energy of just ready to be open to that flow of abundance, ready to be open to that flow of love. This is beautiful. We have the Empress and we have the Fool. So yeah, we have the King of Pentacles and we have the Empress. So not only are you abundant, not only are you stable and secure and feeling more grounded, but you are also in this loving, nurturing energy. Now, this, remember when I said it was divine masculine and divine feminine in this energy? Same for the Empress. This is usually divine feminine energy, but I'm also getting divine masculine energy here. So both of you in this loving, nurturing energy where you're really the infinity sign, which is just the constant flow of give and receive, the open flow of love. That's what this is. This is the open flow of love between you two. We just channeled that with this card here. Giving and receiving in equal partnership for this new beginning. And what I love about this card here is that she's blindfolded. She's really taking a leap of faith here. Really taking a leap of faith. And it's interesting, there's a snake there, which is a threat. It feels like a threat to her, but she's not even worried because she knows that that's just the illusion. That is just a self-sabotage. And she's not even worried anymore because she's in such a place of faith. She's in such a place of knowing herself and knowing her divine counterpart. She's in such a place of love with that sun shining there that she's not even worried. She knows that with a snap of fingers, that snake is going to disintegrate because that is all fear is. Only love exists. Only love is real. Only love remains. So that snake that is a threat to her is not a threat. So in putting this into context, that snake can be, that fear can be fear of commitment, fear of opening up. It could be fear of the past pain, fear of heartbreak. It could be past life wounding. It could be fear of intimacy. It could be fear of expression. I mean, there's 1,000 different scenarios. Take it as it resonates for you and your situation, but it's fear nonetheless. And that fear is not real. And she knows it. She's blindfolded. She's taken that leap of faith. She's ready for this new beginning. And she's like, I'm not going to let fear block me anymore. That is just an obstacle that was in my own mind. It's like that Eight of Swords energy, just that mental entrapment. That was just a block that was in my own mind. And it doesn't exist. That was just my own self-sabotage, keeping me from that rose, keeping me from my new beginning, keeping me from my love. That's amazing. That's amazing. And it's because you guys are in this energy, because you guys are feeling grounded, because you guys are feeling stable within yourselves, balanced within yourselves, and because you're in this place of flow, because you're in this place of nurturing not only yourself, but this connection and each other. That's amazing. I love that message. That was really cool. I recently heard a song that lit up my heart and throat chakra that gave me that exact message you just relayed. That's awesome. Hannah, if you remember that song, let us know, because that's awesome. I love music downloads. Okay, let's get some romance angels. Actually, I'm going to use this new deck, Healing with the Angels. Let's see if there's anything we channel from this. That was my tarot moment, living in fear, not love. Yeah, but you know what, Lori, we all do it. We all do it because that is the conditioning from birth and beyond. That is the conditioning that we know. That's all we know, because it's basically how we're raised. And that's what we're changing. We're changing that for future generations as well. If we grow up in fear, and even if we have a wonderful childhood, there are still things that create false beliefs and false stories that are anchored in fear. You see it in the media. It doesn't have to be with family. It doesn't have to be with friends. It doesn't have to be with school. You see it in the media all the time that our society really thrives on fear, but that is what we're changing as light workers, and especially as divine partners in this connection, as light workers and divine partners. That's really what we're changing. We're changing the paradigm of love because we're eradicating that fear. That's what the healing work is doing. You're awakening to the fact that you're not fear. You're not the old paradigm. You're not the old patterning. You're not the old conditioning. You're not that. You are love. You are light. And you're those high vibrations. And as you raise your vibrations, that fear melts away because you see it's just an illusion. And we all fear it. Like, even if we have those high vibrations, we all feel that fear sometimes. That is also part of being human. That's also part of the human experience. But that is what we are transcending. We're transcending that place. And as long as you're able to transmute that and come back to that place of love, then and anchor into that place of love, then that's all, that's all you need to do. That's all there is. It's not eradicating fear completely. It's not about that. It's about transmuting that and not anchoring to it and not holding on to that energy of fear. Hey, Ruth. Good to see you. Yeah, Ruth, it'll be as soon as we end the live stream, it should be up, so you can catch it from the beginning. Okay, let me get a guidance card. What card do we need for guidance? I don't know where that went. Hold on. Okay. I'm not getting any energy from that, but I'm getting energy from this one. And that one. Let me get one more. So the card that flew out we got was trust. And then we got truth and integrity from the bottom of the deck. And then the last card we got was focus. So, hey, Lisa. So it's all about having faith in this connection, having faith in yourself, having faith in this journey, having faith in the divine. Coming to a place. Remember when we were talking about this Five of Cups energy? I feel like this is also for the divine masculines, where they are coming to a place of truth and integrity within themselves. Having seen the destruction, wanting to balance out this connection, they're rising to a place of truth and integrity within themselves. Divine feminines, I feel like this is your energy, where you are refocusing your energy, almost detaching from this connection, but not in a negative way, not in a way of, putting up a guard. Detaching from this connection because you're in this place of trust. This is almost like union energy here between the two counterparts. So this is divine masculine. This is divine feminine. This is a union energy between the two. Divine masculines learning to trust themselves, learning to trust this connection, learning to trust this love, learning to trust this journey as a whole. Divine feminines, you're in a place where you're trusting this journey too. And so you're in such a place of faith that you know that you can pull back from your divine masculine, that you know that it's going to come, that you know that you will be reunited someday, whenever that is for you. Take it as it resonates for you, but reunions are coming soon. Reconciliation. This feels like a season. September feels like a big month for reconciliation. So take it as it resonates for you and your situation. But you feel safe and are trusting in this journey enough, and your divine counterpart enough, they just said, in order to be able to pull back and focus on what you need to. This could be your career. This could be your family. This could be your mission work. This could be your finances. Whatever it is, it's pulling back the energy from the divine masculine, from your counterpart, to focus back on yourself, which is necessary because you have to fill up your cup. You have to focus on your life because you're always one with your divine counterpart. That's how merged energetically you two are. Even if you pull back, it's not going to affect them like it did. Because even if you pull back to work on yourself, your work on yourself is only helping them because your light is still shining for them. So you're both of you in a place of trust. This is nice. This is really nice. Am I getting romance angels? Had a rough weekend. Talked to DM last night. A little less guarded and more vocal than he has been. Appreciate what I received. Good. Ruth, that's amazing. Yeah, what we were saying in the beginning is that it is a process. So allow the process to unfold, and it might not be so, so grand and like a big declaration, but bit by bit, step by step, allow them that, allow them that space to open up more and more and more. That's what your love does. It gives them that space and that sense of freedom and understanding and compassion to be able to do that. So that's really beautiful that you recognize that, Ruth. That's really beautiful. Okay, let's get some romance angels. How are these counterparts feeling about each other? I like that. Felt some heaviness yesterday, more work to do inside. Yeah, I felt it yesterday too. That card is haunting me, I swear. We have Soulmate on the bottom of the deck. We had Religious Awakening as well on the other side. Oh, and give your relationship a chance there. But Soulmate here. This card is haunting me, I swear. Chemistry. This is actually one of the daily energy draws, I think, for Romance Angels Friday. So cliffhanger, sneak peek, whatever you want to call it. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Yeah, I feel like this is that reconciliation energy, this being pulled together. So the healing work that you're doing, the light that you're shining, and the more you shine, the more it's like that attractive energy is coming in, the more you are a beacon helping them to heal as you heal, helping them to heal, and you're attracted back to one another. That's that chemistry between you two. It's undeniable. This is also that sexual chemistry and energy between you two. It's that passion. It's that love. That's what chemistry just boils down to. It's love. That's all it is. It's love. It's that love that you feel between you two. And we have this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner that you seek. Both of you acknowledging, and I'm also hearing committing to each other, committing to this connection, committing to each other, understanding on the full spectrum. I don't know why they said it to me like that, but on the full spectrum, what this connection is, what this love is, and that you are for each other, meant for each other. That's this undeniable connection. That's this magnetism that you're feeling. Because you're soulmates. That's also divine counterpart energy, not just soulmate, twin flame, whatever it is that you want to call it, but it's divine counterpart energy. All right. Do we want to pull more cards? Let's get messages. Let's end with messages. Because I'm feeling like hot. I have so much energy running through me right now. It's unbelievable. Okay. Divine masculine, what do you have to say to your divine feminine? Divine masculine, what do you have to say to your divine feminine? You feel like home to me. This was actually, every time I read this, there's a song by Chantal Kreviazuk, and I think it's the same. I think it's the same title, but check that out because the lyrics are pretty cool. But I sing this every time every time this comes out. You feel like home to me. You are home to each other. Because, Lori, yes, you are one. You are one. You're home to each other. And you know it. And you know it. And when you get out of that ego mind, which is where the fear resides, where the chatter is, that is just telling you that ego is just self-preservation. And you needed that. You needed that for lifetimes to survive. You needed that to get through. But now the soul is ready to thrive. The soul is ready to take root. The soul is ready to lead this thing. So when you reach into your heart and let go of the obstacles, let go of the challenges, let go of the ego, let go of the pride, humble yourselves. Let go of the pride. When you reach into your heart space, you know that you're home to each other. You know that you're home to each other. And I'm actually getting called to say, remember what it was when you first met, for those counterparts who have met. Remember what it was. Remember that instant connection. Remember that feeling of safety and love and harmony and home. That is the truth of this connection that they're calling for you to trust. That is the truth of this partnership. That is the truth of this love that they're calling for you to have faith in, because you are home to each other. And your divine masculine is understanding what home really means. It is not a roof over the head. It's not family even. It's not friends. It's not even romantic partnership. It is just simply love. Pure divine love. That is what home truly is. And you feel that with one another. That one flipped. Hey, Karen. Boy, Karen, do I need to talk to you. Just too many. Divine feminines to the divine masculine. No words can ever do this feeling justice. Remember when I said what we were channeling with the Two of Cups energy, how she has the blue here, and that's indicative of her communication, of the throat chakra being open, and how she's willing to express herself. And it's that open flow of love between the two because he has the green of the heart chakra. Even as open and expressive as the divine feminine is and can be, no words can ever truly express what this means, what this love means, how they feel. It is all energetic. And you can try and try and try. And believe me, as a communicator, as a writer, I like to try. But you can try and try and try, but no words can truly express what this love really is. It is all energetic. It is all felt within the heart space. And poets and writers and artists, we try to give voice to what this love really means. Even me right here now, trying to give voice to what this love means, what this pure, divine, simple, yet complicated depth of this love really means. And we can't because it is all felt within the heart. So trust what is in the heart. Trust what you feel for each other. Hey, Kelly. You guys who are interested, I talked about the healing session that I did on Friday in the beginning of this reading. That would be the Purple Priestess over there. So if you guys are interested, I'll try to remember to, when I'm getting this uploaded, I'll try to remember to put a link to the Atlantean healing that she does. Incredible breakthrough healing. Really, really is. So make sure that you check that out. That is why I am having a breakthrough right now. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Is it normal I have doubts about this connection I've been feeling? Yes. Bruna, yes, it is. Hey, Julie, yes, it is normal to have doubts because that's just old fears that's coming up for you to clear. It's about anchoring back into the faith. It's about clearing that energy and anchoring back into your own knowing, trusting your own intuition. The fear is the ego mind. And what you're really doing on this journey is you're dissolving the ego. You're dissolving that fear. You're bringing it all up to the surface so that you can clear it, so that you don't carry it forward anymore into this connection, into your life, into future lives, so that you don't carry that forward anymore. That's why you're really doing the healing. That's why you're clearing it. But it is very normal to have doubts. And what we talked about in the very beginning was it's okay to have fear. It's okay to question. It's okay to have doubts. But as long as you're transmuting that and coming back to this place of love, that's what's really important. The transmuting, not anchoring into the fear, but anchoring into the love. So don't fear, don't worry. You're not alone in having doubts. Not whatsoever. I was just in that place yesterday where I thought, the 999 portal is all about closings and endings and all of that. And I had reached out to my divine counterpart and I'm like, does that mean that I had doubts? I'm like, does that mean that we're completely done? Does that mean that we're completely over? And my ego mind was sparking and on fire. And it was like, yes, it means you're done. Yes, it means he doesn't care about you. And my heart, it took a couple of hours for my heart to go, no. Because I know the love that's between us. I feel it in my heart every single day. My divine counterpart is always with me. He's with me when I'm channeling, always helping to guide my channeling, always with me. And it just took some time for me to transmute that energy. And once I let go of the doubts, once I let go of the fear, the love, if you guys watched me from the beginning, you know I was just in a place of complete and utter love. That is that place. It just flooded back in because that is the only thing that is real, is the love that you feel between you two. That's what's real, not the blocks, not the fears, not the obstacles, just the love. All right, we're going to close out with a song in my song lyrics deck. So let's see what we have. Julie, we just missed you. I'm hoping to do a live stream on Wednesday evening as well, so stay tuned. Spirit, let's get 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Spirit's like, how about 9? How about that magic number 9? That's not funny. Hang in there, Bruna. Just one of these. What do you have to say? Not taking 10. All right. One more shuffle and I'm taking the bottom of the deck. We're not playing around. It's beautiful. I'm going to take that one as well. Spirit's like, you take 1,000 cards anyway. Why can't you just take the ones we throw out? We have, I promise you're enough. I promise you, by sleeping at last. So this is that issue of self-worth that is being healed at the current moment, especially for the divine masculines. Have faith in this. You are enough. You're not just enough for your divine masculine. You're enough for you. You're enough for the world. You are beautiful as you are. Beautiful and powerful as you are. Then we got Christina Perry. My love, I'm in love with you. I mean, what do I say about that? That's beautiful. Oh, okay. So here's something interesting. This was attached to this, so I'll get to that in a second. We have I Choose You by Sarah Bareilles. Then You Found Me and Everything Changed, and I Believe in Something Again. And finally, I'll break down these walls that are in our way if that is what it takes. Your divine masculine is coming forward. You and your divine masculine are in the process of reconciliation, in the process of reunion, in the process of coming together. Trust in this, have faith in this, have faith in each other, and keep anchoring back into the love. Keep anchoring back into the love. That's nice. That was a nice surprise. All right, you guys, that is going to be it. Anyone else feeling the integration fatigue? Yes. Julie, I slept the majority of yesterday. So yes, I'm feeling it. That's going to be it today for the Union Energies update. We are going to be back with the daily energy draws every day this week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if this is all resonating with you. Possibly be back with a live stream on Wednesday evening, but I'll let you guys know. If not, then we'll definitely have a recorded reading, so make sure you stay tuned for that as well. And if you guys missed this reading, make sure that you go ahead and listen to the replay as well. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you soon. Bye.